Hello everybody, welcome to another video, and today's video is gonna be a game about um Tale of the Kingdom by Philip Kempton. Now this is a um five series, five chapter series. I say it's chapter, not chapter. I just say series. For 5 or 6 story driven series. Um I have a synopsis here, not synopsis, but it's the Tales from Agencia series. It's a collection of interactive text-based fantasy novels developed by Philip Kempton and published by Hosted Games. The stories are set in a fictional kingdom of Magencia and focus on management, strategy, and character progression. It's one, two, three, four, five, six. So a six story-driven story in a series. Um, but today I will be playing the very first one in the series, which is Swamp Castle or Tale of the Kingdom Swamp Castle. It focuses on a management focused story where you rule a small castle and manage finances and defend your land. Um, so the game is entirely text based, without any graphics or sound effects. So it's everything is text based. Yeah, management elements include managing taxes, training armies, upgrading equipment, and navigating political diplomacy. It also has multiple endings. Each book features deep story trees where player choices significantly impact the outcome. So there's that. And yeah, if you wanna try out the game for yourself, it's on hostedgames.com, or if you're on mobile like me, you can download it from Google Play Store or in your own dedicated app store. Um, I played this game before, only the um first day. It is because, and I'm redoing it now because I actually forgot to record my voice. So I'm redoing it, and I didn't actually read the uh introduction of the story. So here, you are newly appointed lord in charge of a small castle. Manage your castle's finances, hire troops, resolve conflicts among the peasants, and bring order to the realm. Expand your power through war, diplomacy, or stealth. Whether you rise or fall is up to you. In Swamp Castle. Tale of a Kingdom Swamp Castle is an interactive novel by Philip Kempton where your choices control the story. Entirely text based, 102,000 words without graphics or sound effects, and fueled by the vast, unstoppable power of your imagination. It tells you a few bullet points. It's a medieval low fantasy and fantasy management game, and it was released in 2016, July 29, 2016. So, so if you like the game, try it out for yourself or just watch my videos. So, yeah, I'm gonna start the game off and enjoy, I guess. Gonna play normal. The story takes place in a kingdom of Magencia, a small yet influential kingdom known for its brave knights and powerful magicians. The kingdom of Magencia is made up of 5 provinces, and the central province is called Kingstown. Excuse me. The eastern province is mostly flatlands. The south is one of the most populated. The west is mostly swamplands, and the north is vast and relatively unexplored. The kingdom of Agency is ruled by a shrewd king named Gareth III. According to historical scholars, he gained his power by winning the hearts and minds of his people. In reality, his true rise to power was largely based on his political savvy, bribes, and a willingness to crush anyone that stood in his way. That is not to say he isn't a good ruler. The kingdom has prospered greatly since he took over. However, there are still a few dissidents stoking the fires of rebellion. The kingdom of Magency has gone through several rebellions and has had many kings over the centuries. What makes Gareth unique is that he is one of the few individuals that has managed to maintain power for this long. Most lords attribute his success to the unique way he governs. He allows the other provinces, for the most part, to govern themselves. Technically, the lords of each province can elect their own governor, but the king is the one that approves the lordships and also reserves the right to veto any candidate for governor he feels is not suitable to the position. Though the kingdom appears peaceful, there are always rumors of rebellion, but so far it has just been that rumors. You have recently been given a lordship in the westernmost province of the kingdom. This province is known mostly for its swamplands and his inhospitable conditions. In fact, the castle in which you are taking ownership of is often referred to as Swamp Castle. Actually, that begs the question, how exactly did you receive your lordship? Did I worked my way up the ranks and proved my loyalty to the king? I was a knight who fought so heroically in battle that the king had no choice but to give me a lordship. I come from a noble house, is what we do. I was a humble peasant, but I have the respect of the people due to the fact that I helped bring down a rebellion plot against the king. Now I was a knight who fought so heroically in battle the king had no choice but to give me a lordship. That's the only one that resonates with me, because fighting heroically in battle and then getting some sort of reward is like understandable, my little pea brain. So I'm gonna choose this again. Oh yes, of course. I remember that battle. Your side was losing, you rushed in and attacked the enemy commander. Your efforts turned the battle around and resulted in the enemy army routing. What would you say is your strongest trait? I'd say my strength and fighting ability. Agility doesn't, like, nah. Intelligence would be nice. Leadership would be nice. Diplomat Diplomacy would be good too. I'm able to move around without being seen. I'm the sneaky type. Nah. My strength and fighting ability. The king has managed to maintain his control for this long, and there's no doubt that, with your help, the kingdom will continue to prosper. You arrive at your castle expecting a large gathering, but only a few servants and the castle advisor are there to greet you. You wonder where all the people are. Um, where's everyone? Where's my parade? Didn't you know I was coming? Better. Well, after a battle like that, I'd expect it to be a parade. So your advisor speaks up. I'm sorry, my lord. The last lord did not keep his castle in very good condition, and most of the peasants left as a result. Sorry about that. Um, your advisor keeps good condition. Most peasants left as a result. You walk down the long hallway. There's moss and cracked stone all through the castle. This castle is in terrible state. Final question: how should I address you, my lord? I went, Sir Curbs the fifth. Go like that. Fifth, some castle. As you can see, the castle isn't in the best of conditions, but it isn't being properly supervised for quite some time. We hope you can turn it around. Place a mess. Is there anything we can do? Already began to start repairs. Hopefully, in a few weeks' time, everything will be in order. Yes. How old is the castle? The castle is centuries old, my liege. In fact, it's one of the oldest castles in the realm. Well, not much, my lord. We have no resources that are considered to be high in demand, due to the fact that its land surrounding this castle is mostly swamplands. As you can imagine, it's difficult to farm here, so the population is sparse. There are, however, a variety of creatures that live in the swamps, not to mention rumors of many rare plants hidden throughout. Herbalists and researchers from all across the kingdom come to visit the swamplands, which often increase tourism. I've also heard some rumors that swamp may have magical properties, but if you ask me, this is mostly. Oops, I lost it. Magical properties. If you ask me, this is mostly folk stories. However, some people believe so strongly in this that they've set up magical shops offering a variety of cures and medicines. From what I hear, a few of them may actually work. A small group of people, comprising mostly of druids, go so far as to consider the swamplands a sacred ground. To advise you, of course, I also take care of the castle's day to day operations, so to speak. Okay, let's move on. A guard opens the door and walks up to respectfully. My liege, just let it ride for you. There are also some subjects waiting to speak to you. Already? Just got here, dang it. Okay, the same time in the letter. There's a very heroic deeds at the Battle of Garmisch has earned this lordship. Enclosed is a line of credit from the royal treasury of 1,000 gold pieces. I expect great things from you. Do not disappoint me. The following individuals are requested an audience with you, my liege. The merchant Edward, the farmer Davo, and the master builder Brian. Okay, let's send them in. You ordered the guard to bring in the first subject. This should be interesting. A merchant dressed in fine clothing walks in and he politely bows and introduces himself. My liege, I am Edward of Thornbury. I am a merchant with many trade connections throughout the kingdom. If you would allow me to be frank, I do not believe this area offers any resources of real value. However, its location could be considered quite valuable. It borders the neighboring kingdom of Galmentia. I think with the proper amount of investment, I could turn this castle into the main hub of trading in the region. As you may already be aware, Galmentia stones are in huge demand all throughout the kingdom. Galmentia is in great need of resources that we have in abundance, such as furs and food. I would only require small investment to set up the trading outpost. We need to hire builders to create structures in the main road leading to and from the neighboring kingdoms. For such a trading post to be viable, I would need an investment of at least 250 gold pieces to start. More would allow me to set up the trading post faster. However, I would of course give you a percentage of all the sales and tolls collected as a result of this venture. Uh, I like this idea. Take 250 gold pieces and begin work immediately. Thank you, Malish. I will start work right now. Next, the peasant walks in, and from his straw hat and clean yet poorly made clothes, you can tell that this man is no noble, but is at least trying his best to be presentable. The man walks up quietly. He doesn't look at you directly when he speaks. My liege, I have been elected as the main spokesman for the farmers that still remain here. As I am sure you're aware, this area does not offer the best farming conditions, and many of my fellow farmers have left as a result. We are in dire need of investment to make everything substantial here. We want to hire workers to drain the bogs and swamplands. Only then we can set up proper farming land. It will help us. We estimate it would take at least 250 gold pieces to clear the area we would need once we've drained the swamps. I'm sure it will attract more peasants and farmers to the surrounding area. Do we have your permission to start work? Hmm. Now, doing so will more than likely put down our tourism because, from what I understand, the swamplands are considered sacred and bring in a good amount of tourism. Now that does sound bad, but we need more peasants. Trading should do enough for us. But I don't really want to make them just do it themselves. Gonna make them very very poor, and in the long run, that's not good for a city. So I will give them the 250. Yes, you have my permission. Here are 250 pieces. You help. You hire the workers you need to drain the swamps. Okay. The farmers looks happy. Thank you, Malish. Next walks in your master builder. Hello, Malish. We currently have 5 workers in our employ. Given the manpower, we can only concentrate on repairing one thing this week. What should we do? The main village. Outer walls. The castles in shambles. The main village. So first, I will not accept that. We should hire more workers so that we can work on multiple projects. Not right now. And we need to focus on one thing only, which is the main village. We need to attract more peasants. More peasants, more money. And then we can start working on our walls for defenses. And maybe not that. I will hire more workers after that once we get more peasants. More peasants, more workers. More workers, more things to work on, like the castle and the outer walls. So, do that. Your advisor speaks up. Oh, before I forget, Lord Sir Curb the Fifth. How should we tax the surrounding villages? I'm gonna go with low taxes first. Medium taxes might be the right way to go. High taxes, it's not even worth doing high taxes because we are so low income right now that high taxes is just gonna downgrade us. And no taxes is no bueno. So we'll go at least low taxes. So between medium and low taxes. Uh Medium taxes might actually be hmm. Um yeah, we'll go medium taxes because we're gonna start building things, so we're gonna need the money. Medium taxes, okay. The advisor tells you that there is no further court business discussed. Well, that went reasonably well. Tell your advisor that you think you could get used to this. Now you've completed all business for today. How would you like to spend the rest of your time? Let's get to know the subjects first. Visit the head guardsman. You visit the head guardsman, who is stationed in a small barracks within the castle interior walls. He has a dark, burly beard and appears to be in very good shape. He is currently instructing the men and training them in combat. Looks like the guards are about to have a tournament winner. Will receive an extra week's. The winner will receive an extra week's rations and pay. He looks up when you arrive and seems pleased to see you. Hello, Malish. What would you like to do? Um. Okay, let's ask who did this. Well, on tradition, Malish, we didn't think you would mind. We use extra ration funds as part of our budget. In fact, I think every man participating has contributed a little. Continue then. Thank you. The fighters start to gather from the tournament. Uh, Joining the tournament would be good. Um, yeah, let's join in. Shall personally join this tournament per your men. The head guardsman looks stunned, but he soon starts organizing everyone and crowd gathers to watch the tournament. The warm-up begins with the fire shouting out various weapons. You find that everyone you spar with is holding back. They seem to not want to injure you. What? They're being nice? Yeah, it's that's interesting. I mean, it is weird to join in to the tournament, which I didn't do the first time I played, but I kind of want to see what the outcome is Torment fires the word, and others, and I think it should be an easy victory. Okay, well, the guardsman starts barking orders, soon the men start attacking as they would any other fighter. You soon familiarize yourself with the weapons of the tournament. You can choose from the following. Stuff an excellent one will reach, however, it can be difficult to use for those that aren't familiar with it. Wooden sword and shield, both defense and offense. Two-handed sword, powerful weapon meant mostly for offense rather than defense. Small and agile weapon that lacks in power and defense, makes up for in quickness. This weapon has the longest reach but has little to no defense capabilities. Um, Sword and shield is like basic. I might go for two-handed sword. Unarmed. That's so stupid. I'll go for two-handed sword. You choose the two-handed sword and prepare for the first round. This tournament will consist of 3 rounds. Your health will carry over to each round. If you reach go below 0 health, since you are not using lethal weapons, you'll more than likely fall unconscious. However, there's always the chance of injury. Your first opponent is using a wooden spear. How should you proceed? Wait for the armor to strike. Charge and be equally on the defensive and offensive. Hmm. Spear. Wooden spear. Spear has the longest reach, right? But no defense whatsoever. Let's charge him. You manage to get past his guards, but not before he hits you hard with his spear. Hmm. Attack. The fighting continues, and your opponent stays mostly on the defense. He occasionally hits you, but it's clear that you have the upper hand now. You hit him hard, and he drops his spear. He soon offers his surrender. End the match. You have won. Do you wish to change weapons before you enter the next round? No. Alright, then your second opponent seems to be very agile and using a short sword. Before you know it, he's already running up to attack you. I block his blows with my shield and stay on the defenses. Let him come to me. Okay, so I can't choose those. Fight with an equal amount of offense and defense. Well, now I can't really play defense because it's not really meant for that, right? But it's gotta have speed. So it's gonna out. I'll go. You both tire. Your health is 80. Don't shoot to attack him, smiling often. Mm. Is he gonna counter me? He expects this and visually hits you in the face. He loves taunting you even more than ever. Your health was 5. Okay, so he did counter me. To a better fighter, I will let him have his this victory. Mm. And we'll fight on. You fight on inspiring, you eventually overtake him. You have won the round, though you've taken a lot of hits. Your health is 40. Ah, okay, so this is against rule. Um, okay, so I'm gonna need a bit more defensive. Okay, we'll go sword and shield this time. Yeah, I need some defense now. Take the sword and shield and prepare for the first round. Out steps an opponent of immense size. He has two-handed sword, but it looks like he's holding it with one hand. What do? He may have size, but he's arrogant. He probably expects me to back down, but I'll charge him instead. Fight defensively. He hits you hard, but you manage to block most of his blows. Sorry. Suddenly, you see him winding up, hit you hard from the side. Winding up to hit you hard from the side. And power with a shield, then counterattack. Manage to parry his blow and hit him hard with your weapon. He looks very dazed. Attack him while he's dazed. You hit him hard with several blows he falls and you win the round. Crowd cheers. They begin to call you a giant slayer. The head guardsman walks over and presents you with a sack full of gold. There are 100 gold pieces inside. And Sanctor remains the cheering crowd. Tell the head guardskeeper and throw the man a celebration feast. The men are in great spirits. Aw, that was so just heartwarming. Okay, let's visit the merchant Edward. Edward's busy trying to organize the merchants. He doesn't see you. Let's greet him with a friendly yet lordly manner. You might be wondering why I'm like reading pretty fast. Because like I said, I already played first day of the game, so I kinda know what I'm like the outcomes already. And you don't have to do things in order. You can do things like you can choose which ones you wanna focus on more first, as I'm doing now. But yeah, I don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. But anyway, Edward is surprised to see you. He gives you a quick status of how the work is going and asks if you came for any particular reason. There you go. I'm just gonna encourage you and let you know that I'm here if you need anything. Got some time when you leave. Talk to the servants. And for you notice a group of servants having difficult time cleaning tables. Tables. It isn't the Lord's duty, but the servants appreciate your help. Spend time with the farmers. They appreciate it. That's it. There's a hole in shape. You really must fix them. If you anyone were attacking your castle, they would have no problem getting inside the walls. A light wind could probably knock over certain parts of this wall. Visit my night. Visit your nights and encouraged by words. After several minutes, you leave. I don't know why you would wear a disguise to go to your local tavern. But anyway, go to the tavern south of the castle walls. As a village scatters here to drink and fight, you may find some interesting information if you play your cards right. As you walk up to the tavern, you see two guards in front of the guards is Brockwright talking with a villager, but he's still within earshot of the other guard. The guard you recognize immediately, he was the one that sent the subjects. He will most certainly recognize you. Upon he recognizes you, he looks at you and says, Lord Sir Curbs the Fifth. How do you respond? Uh, now I didn't take off my disguise last time, but I will this time because the outcome wasn't that good. And I don't really want to go through that outcome, so I'm gonna take my disguise. I don't know what will happen if I do, and I don't know why you would wear disguise. Probably for a reason, probably for a good reason. But yeah, let's just take it off. Take off your dad, reveal yourself. He walks up to you, sir. You shouldn't be here. This place can get quite well violent, and it isn't place for nobles like yourself. And to go, please let me escort you back to the castle. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, yeah, I understand that this would be the outcome, but damn. But the outcome last time wasn't that good. So, castle. Let's just leave. Because the swamplands is pretty much gone. Well, the farmers are actively getting rid of it. Spend time with the advisor. The advisor tells you that he can help you train a skill of your choosing, but it will take the rest of the day to do so. If you accept, you won't be able to continue any more tasks today. Okay, so I'll do that. Oops. I have ads. Well, ad break. So then we have things to do. Doing now. Alright, we're back. Second thought, right, do something else today. Follow to the letter. Let's do that first. You find the guard asleep while on duty. Flog him. Showing the importance of vigilance. I don't know why you flog him. You understand problems won't happen again. Okay, now let's talk to the advisor. So I'm ready to spend the day training. Work on my leadership, strength, staff, diplomacy, intelligence. Okay, if you want to have a quick read, you can read it here. Well, there are several useful skills I can teach you. I can even help you improve your strength and agility. You may be thinking yourself, Well, that's silly. How can you make me stronger or more agile? Well, it isn't so much that I can make you lift heavier objects or run faster. I can train you how to better use your strength and agility. The same goes for your other skills. The process is long and not always easy, but if you work hard, you will improve. If you want a quick read, just read them, what they do. Something I think over the type of training you choose is very important. It's coach you out. Well, I have strength 4, everything else at 0. Um, I want to focus on leadership, diplomacy, intelligence. I might go for leadership in training. I don't need to go to bed chamber and fall asleep. And then that's the next day. So I'm gonna stop it here now, and we will carry on with day 2.